Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have a review for you today, and this was very requested and I wanted to go ahead and just put it up for you. We're going to be talking about the Maybelline Pure BB 8-in-1 Beauty Balm Skin Clearing Perfector, and it's this one right here. This one actually has 2% salicylic acid acne treatment in it. I have tried it, so this isn't necessarily a first impressions video, it is a review. Those of you that wanted to find out more information about this and just to see it on my skin and exactly what it does and just some benefits that I wanted to talk to you about. So let's just go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so I zoomed you in just a little bit so you can see the product, how it applies to my skin, and just to talk more about it, the first thing I'm going to start with is primer. I've already moisturized my face, of course, so the first thing I'm going to do before I apply any beauty balm, any foundation or anything like that, I like to prime my face first. And the first thing I'm going to be using is the Benefit Professional. This is a high-end brand. I lost my words. This is a high-end brand primer. Drugstores do have certain type of primers, but I haven't tried one yet. I really need to go to the store and find me a drugstore primer so that I can show you guys. But for today, I'm going to be using the Professional by Benefit. And I'm just going to apply a little bit, about this much. And I'm just going to use this in the areas that I get the most oily, which is usually this area, the cheeks here, my nose, and in my forehead. And just a little bit on my chin. Alright, so once that settles in, you want to give it a few seconds for it to just really settle into your skin. I'm going to go ahead and apply the Maybelline Dream Pure BB Cream 8-in-1 Skin Perfector. Now, there's multiple ways you can apply this. I like doing it with a brush or a beauty blender. You could also apply this with your fingers, but I like to keep my fingers mess free, so I like to apply it with a brush or with a beauty blender, however way you would like to. It's totally up to you. But this one is in the medium sheer tint, and I go for medium because I think the light ones are just a little too ashy for my skin, so I don't think that the light skin tone one is best for me. But I have light to medium, so I go with medium, and I still think that the shade is not completely matched to my skin tone, but whatever I have, I try to work with it as best as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this with a brush. So what I like to do first is just apply it to my hand first. I start with a little bit and then I work my way up with it. I'm just going to take the flat kabuki brush from Sigma. This is the F80 brush, and I'm just going to dab it in. And I just go ahead and work it all throughout my face. Now as I'm applying it, I like to buff it inwards and then buff out. Like start on the inside and then work your way out. I don't know if you can see, but it already provides coverage as you're applying it. And you want to make sure to always blend any kind of liquid cream, foundations, BB creams, anything like that. You want to blend them past your neck. That way you can't see any lines or anything like that. And apply just a little bit more. I have a lot of redness, mostly on this side, and it's because I've been a little ill. So usually my skin gets a little more irritated when I'm sick. Alright, so I went ahead and applied, I'd say one thin layer on my face is what I've applied so far. I can already tell it has light coverage. It's not complete coverage, but I'm pretty sure this is buildable. So I'm going to keep trying to build the coverage and see how well it covers. I'm just going to add a little bit more. And the extra areas of my face that I have some redness, I'm just going to apply just a little bit more and just kind of dab it on. And not exactly blend it, but after you blend, you can just dab on some more on areas that you have redness, which is, for me, right here. like to dab it on just like that. If you were wondering if I had any makeup at all, the only makeup I have is mascara because I took off makeup earlier to do another look. So it kind of looks a little weird because I don't have any eyeshadow on, as that's just my skin tone on my eyelids. Alright, so I went ahead and finished applying the second, more like a second half layer. I didn't apply a complete second layer, but I added just some extra BB cream in the areas where there's redness. This does provide really good coverage from what I see. You just may have to go in a couple of times, more than once in my recommendation. If you want more coverage, it is buildable. You can just dab it on, like I said, in the areas that you need more coverage, or you can just go with one layer. What I've noticed is the medium sheer tint, which is the one I have on my face right now, is the medium one, may not be the exact same shade as the one that would fit for me because I have warmer skin tones, and this may not work for those who have warm skin tones like myself, because you can already tell that the shade that I have on my face right now is slightly a little bit like ashy in my opinion. So what I like to do when it looks this way, I try to warm it up with some bronzer and some blush and try to get it to the skin tone shade of my body, like my neck and my chest. So it's kind of hard to determine which BB cream is right for you when it comes to the shades, because when you're in a drugstore and you're purchasing BB creams like these, you can't just simply open it and just test it out. You have to try to guess, if not look at the tint of it, or if they have even like little charts underneath with shade swatches to show you, which one would match better for your skin tone. But yeah, this one's slightly a little bit lighter than my own skin tone. And I'm wondering if the dark skin tone might work for me, but I've never tried the darker one, although maybe I should. And sometimes when it comes to that point, you may have to buy two different shades, and it helps to just buy two different shades and just mix them together to get your perfect shade, because sometimes that does work for some people, and we all have different skin tones, so anything could work for us. So I'm going to go ahead and just set this with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, because that is my favorite Stay Matte, my favorite setting powder. It's the Long Lasting Press Powder. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to set it. But before I do that, I can't forget to apply concealer. How could I forget concealer? I'm going to do that first. I'm going to go ahead and use, no, not that one. I'm going to go ahead and use my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer for this, and it's just because I want to work with the same brands and just use the same brands on my face today. So I'm just dabbing a little bit under my eyes, and I'm just going to take my brush and just conceal under my eyes real quick. Now I don't know if you can tell, but you can already see that the concealer is more yellow tone, whereas the BB cream is probably not. I believe that the BB cream is more of a cooler tone shade. And of course, my concealer is more of a warmer tone shade. But when you blend foundations, BB creams into your concealer, or vice versa, it should blend seamlessly. Just blend them out seamlessly like that so that you can't really tell a difference. And plus, once you set everything with a powder, you can't really tell a difference once you've set your foundation or BB cream with powder. So because I have oily to combination skin, I like to set mine with a setting powder, so I'm going to do that now. Now my Stay Matte Press Powder is in the shade Silky Beige, and it actually provides even more coverage on top of my BB cream. My hair goes all over the place, which is not fun. Alright, so I set my foundation, or excuse me, I set my BB cream with my pressed powder, and you can actually see the pressed powder warmed up my skin a little bit more because of the lighter shade that the BB cream provided, which I'm kind of glad for that. Now I'm going to go ahead and just bronze my face, and the bronzer that I always use, and it's usually my go-to, it's the BH Cosmetics Bombshell Bronze. Super affordable, and it's just great. It's a matte bronzer, and it looks like that. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. This is the Real Techniques Fluffy Blush Brush. Something like that. So I just take this, and I just like to tap it in there just a little bit, because you get pretty good, well, tap it, fluff it, however you want to do it, and you tap it in there and you get pretty good coverage like that. So you just do that, and I just like to go ahead and just warm up my face just a little bit. So pretty much wherever the sun hits, and it's usually this area right here, more along the cheek, right there in the cheekbone, and then in the temples. Just to warm up the face a little bit. It's not exactly contouring, it's just bronzing the face. Because contouring is more, I mean, you can contour your face, but it's more of a deeper chiseled look. So with bronzing, you just want to give a flush of bronze to the skin, if you know what I mean. So jawline, cheeks, forehead, just wherever you want your skin to be warmest. And then of course I just go down the bridge of my nose, not the bridge but like the sides, just to warm it up a little bit. You can already see a difference in my skin, just like that. Ah! I almost dropped my bronzer. That's not good. Alright, so from what I can tell, the BB cream is very liquidy. It's not, but it's not, the consistency is not too liquidy, but it's not too drying. I have dry skin, so I would recommend spraying it with just a little bit of Fix Plus by MAC, or any kind of a spray, even water. I mean, you want a little bit of moisture, because coming into the colder months, it may not be something that you'd want to wear all the time. And I definitely recommend this for those times where you just want just a light everyday coverage. You don't want, the days that you don't want a cake face and you don't want lots and lots of makeup on, wear this. And I just realized I'm probably putting the wrong cap on the bottle here. I was looking for the bottle. Here it is. This is the cap. You'll have to excuse me because I lose caps sometimes. So yeah, this is the Maybelline 8-in-1. This has acne treatment in it, of course, like I've already mentioned. The other benefits, these are the total 8 benefits in one for healthy looking skin today and clearer skin tomorrow. Clears acne, conceals imperfections, minimizes look of pores, reduces appearance of redness, adjusts to skin tone, hydrates and smooths, enhances and clarifies, and has 0% oils and a lightweight feel. I do agree with the lightweight feel. It does feel like you don't have anything on. It's very, very light. And you saw even I had to add some more coverage just in some areas that I have more redness. But you can already tell a difference with this. This is a really good BB cream in my opinion. Just for those days when you want a light feel, not the cakey looking makeup kind of day that a lot of us do nowadays. But yeah, so I highly recommend this to you guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this review. I have tons of videos coming up, and please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this review, and if you would like me to review anything else, down below, leave me a comment please, and I definitely love to just read your comments and interact with you guys all the time. I want to go ahead and say please follow me on Instagram because I'm always posting lots and lots of pictures, cute things, randomness, makeup, beauty related, anything that you see on there I'm pretty sure you will like. And I really hope you guys enjoyed watching, and until my next video I will see you guys soon. Bye! Oh, and please subscribe if you haven't already.